Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hope you're doing well. So I talked about how I want to do the compliment series, and I know drama gets a lot more views, hatred, malice, anger, and I thought to myself, let me be part of the solution. Let me be someone who is about it instead of just talks about it. So this will be the compliment series. First one, because I have some notes here, I want to make sure I hit them, is that the first person I want to start this series off with is Abraham Education. And what I really like about that brother is that he educates us on how school boards work. He motivates us to get involved in the school process, and he's very passionate about Muslim student education. And he also has parenting skills that I find very helpful. I have listened to him as I've done my chores, and he does long form content often, which is great. So I don't have to keep switching from 5-minute video to 5-minute video. I can create a playlist, but at the same time, it's nice to just have one person talking for a while. So on his parenting skills videos, I really found it insightful that he would do things to remind us that we have to control our anger, like our breathing. And he did an example where you put your tongue like on the roof of your mouth so you don't clench your jaw. I clench my jaw a lot and I hold my breath, and this makes me tense up, and I have to remind myself not to do that. And he has demonstrated a lot of things in his classroom and videos, like how do you respond to students and how do you maintain composure, and he points out where some teachers go wrong, and he's not shy in telling people like, hey, recommend my book, or his book, that is. And he's not shy to get in front of people and talk to them about education, what it means for the American Muslim student, and also what that means for homeschooling parents, that they could still be involved on some of the school board committees. He had specific names. I haven't memorized all the names, but in his most recent video that he did, which inshallah I'll share on the community tab, he talked about how you can be involved with your kids' education, but also even if your kids are grown and they're not in that particular school, you can still participate. So he's giving us a blueprint of how we can help protect Muslim students by being involved in the education system, looking at the curriculums, and being very active. And it made me think about how many stay-at-home moms could have some role in helping the schools, just being around the schools, volunteering and such, to have more of a presence, because a Muslim woman is a form of dawah just by her clothing. And I think if more Muslims were involved in the education process, we wouldn't be so on the end receiving of hatred, because children, when they meet Muslims and interact with us, they can have soft hearts towards us. If you think about how, for example, the Nickelodeon show Rugrats, I grew up watching that. Later on in life, as I got older, I bought the whole series, right? And I was rewatching some, and I realized that family was Jewish. And there's an episode in there where they're doing, I think it's called Shabbat, and they have their little hats on, yarmulkes, I think they're called. And I realized, like, oh, pickles, deli, in the deli there's pickles, like, wow. It's amazing that I didn't realize they were a Jewish family, but they knew that if you go for the children and you warm your heart to them, that they will end up having a softer heart towards you later on. So children play a huge role in the future of a nation. And so by us participating in the education system, we brighten our future in a sense. And I like that, Brother Abraham Education. Michael Abraham does that for us in so many ways with his wonderful content. And I was thinking about doing a book review of his book that I have on my bookshelf, but I don't know if that's something that he would want. I know some people are very sensitive, but promoting his book, I think he would like that, because he encourages us to give the book as a gift to teachers when we have parent-teacher conferences, and to refer them and the principals, right, of the schools to his website. So anything we can do to help the brother, I think, is great. I like it because he's so niche. I mean, I don't know any other Muslim who is doing what he's doing in an English setting, right? So I find him very valuable, alhamdulillah. So check his channel out and learn something. It's so important for us American parents, Muslim parents, to know what we can do and to be very vocal where we need to be. Have a great day. Take care.